I really did not know how big the hacker culture was until I joined Anonymous. Now, the hacker culture is not just some kids trying to make the news. It is, some of it can be very, very political. Some of it can be philosophical. Like when you look at LOL's security, LOLSec, they're not just some kids. They also have philosophy. They have their own pretty much command system. I mean, and they're only, from what I've heard, I don't know, but I've only heard they're about 5 to 6 people, which is insane because of the amount of just what 5 people can do. Destroying servers, hacking servers, taking down websites. It's just completely amazing. And then all the split off groups that are happening. I mean, it's completely and utterly amazing what is happening in the past couple of months. I mean, I didn't even suspect this. When I first found out that PlayStation was hacked, I'm like, huh, that's pretty interesting. Then I learned that they are hacking Apple. They hacked in. They got into this Nasdaq. I'm like, why shouldn't I alliance myself with them? Now I've always been a political. Not I can't be an activist because I've never left my house in 3 years, but what I have been doing is I've always been spreading the message that there needs to be change. I've posted 100 and I think 60 to 300 videos on various accounts on YouTube. I used to speak a lot to other people, and well, I'm going to be sharing a link or a few links when I'm done with this video to other hacker organizations. Now, we need to target one specific group, and that is the where is it? Iranian Cyber Army. Um, they are ultra-nationalist hackers who support the current Iranian regime. And some people were like, why would we need to attack them? Well, I'm not saying attack, but they have been trying to take down the allies of Anonymous, which is the uh, the PLA. The PLF, the People's Liberation Front, which is a very nice and very nice organization of hackers, and they do believe in the freedom and justice of they're some of the best hackers in the Western world. They do intelligence, penetration, DOS attacks. They they have major operations in Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Syria, Ivory Coast, Yemen. Um, and there's some very interesting information you can find here. They even have that anonymous. Um, only the Anonymous has a lot more than what I found on the site. There's a few little errors here and there, but I found that people estimate that we only have about 10,000 hackers. Oh well, not 10,000 hackers, but membership. I'm like, well, I wouldn't say that low because I mean the people who haven't got onto all the forums, especially what is theplan.org, what is theplan.org, uh, not everyone has gone on there. So, and there's about 15,000 at least membership there. When you go into the IRC channels, I mean, you can really underestimate the amount of membership in each group. Now, going back on the Iranian cyber army, they have been attacking anonymous groups, servers, IRC servers, of course, um, and taking down government websites. Now, why would we need to defend the government? Well, we're not defending our government. We're attacking a very, very harmful organization that does not like freedom of speech, does not like um, the um, the green movement that was going through Iran at the last year's election, or 2008. I can't remember the election year. A lot has happened since then. Uh, so we have to look at pretty much everything that's going on when we're looking at the hacker organizations. And I talked about China in my last video. Now, we have to look at very strong hacker groups in China that have really pushed forward that they are not a part of the government. And if we can try to align ourselves with these other organizations, such as the PLF, the People's Liberation Front, we should really get something even more done. Now and we have to give them credit. Also, some people are like, well, can they stay anonymous? Well, we also have to give them credit because we have allies and we have to respect our allies. Sometimes our allies may not want to do what our operations are doing. This will just be a general information post. I will be talking about a lot in this one, unless I start to get unable to think. Today's been a rough day. As you can probably tell, I've been a little more forgetful of what I was saying. But I don't edit my videos at all, except for the front of it. I no editing whatsoever. I do everything from the top of my head. That's why I do a little stuttering. I go a lot, just because it's just an old habit. I never really write anything down before I start posting videos, and people don't know why. Well, it's because I'm trying to get an opinion out without really thinking about it, because then you really know who I am, and it really kind of just shows that I try to think of the entire outlook of everything. Sometimes I forget. I am human. Well, I'll see you. Goodbye. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget.